Hello everybody, long time no see. You'll notice that I'm not in the usual surroundings. This is not the headquarters of Scale Machina. I am indeed reporting to you from my hometown in Belgrade. It is beautiful and sunny November morning here, and I'll try to finish this impromptu episode for you, and I apologize for the bad sound in advance. The thing is, I ran out of history to tell you about the MiG-3. You can blame Comrade Stalin for this. As I explained earlier, he promptly stopped the production of this fighter plane in favor of the Ilyushin Il-2, so there is not much to talk about. Instead, I can reveal the actual aircraft that I am building. History enjoyers shouldn't, however, feel cheated here. This stunning profile art by Massimo Tessitori is indeed based on the actual historic film clips depicting a piano concerto organized in March of 1942 at the airfield for the men of the 34th Fighter Squadron. In the mixed lineup of early and late type machines, one can see this attractive field-applied camouflage resembling zebra stripes on the nose of the aircraft. This plane is attributed to Lieutenant Baikov of the same unit. A part of writing a book about MiG-3, Massimo has a website with references of many Soviet aviation subjects from Great Patriotic War. There is indeed much to browse through these pages, and I've spent many happy hours planning future projects based on his colorful profiles. And there's always something new to be found. For anyone interested, I will leave the link in the description below. You can read there about this fascinating MiG-3 and see the stills from the film used to recreate its appearance. Several of MiG-3s are restored to flying condition and are very faithful to the wartime original. All of these are also well documented in detailed photographs or even film. But even if you're too lazy to look for these online, there are several specific books on the type available. Trumpeter, in their typical fashion, like to leave the landing gear of their aircraft kits vague, lacking detail, or completely fictitious. This MiG-3 is no exception to that rule. I like to interpret this as their license for all of us keen on scratch building to spread our proverbial wings. So, let's do that. Inner bay doors are riddled with ejection pin marks and quite thick. I will replace them with the multi-piece photo-etched assembly provided in the set I have, but because of the way they are supposed to be attached to the wing, like some Lego blocks, I need to fill the grooves left inside the gear bay wall. prominent hydraulic actuator for the landing gear legs is graciously left for us to scratch build, of course. And now, for the first time on Scale Machina, because you know you love it, some wanton, hardcore sprue cutting. Here are the main wheel hubs from the kit box, split in two. And these are the offered photo-etched replacements from the set by part. None of these are really accurate if we compare them with available references. I will try to combine the two and add some details to come closer to the real thing. Switching gears, I picked up work on the main glycol cooler of my MiG-3, starting by thinning the rear airflow hatch. Photo etch set provides some nice grills for the front and the rear elements of the heat exchanger. These are then simply installed on top of the kit parts. What the kit and the photo etch set both ignore is the most noticeable element on the front of the cooler, the air intake deflector grill. Ironically, this part would be a perfect candidate for photo etched piece. But don't worry, I'll show you how to make this in the next episode. Let's assemble the wing now. No leading edge slots on the early type means gluing these parts from the kit in the closed position and then repeated putting and sanding for smooth finish. Outer wing section of this aeroplane was made out of wood, so it should be very smooth. At least no pen lines or rescribing or riveting is needed here. While at it, there were some sink marks on the deeper sections of the upper wing castings that required filling as well. Here I am marking the position of the hole for the pitot tube. Unlike the late type, where the probe was suspended under the wing on the small fairing, again due to the slots, my early type had the pitot tube simply protruding from the leading edge itself. My favorite way of making this detail is from concentric tubes, in particular outer brass tube with thin walls and inner syringe needle tube for the tip of the probe. This creates almost indestructible pitot tube as replacement for this usually very fragile part of the kit. Can you guess what kit this part came from? Let me know in the comments. Thumbs up wouldn't hurt while you're at it, and if you want to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell as well. At this point I had quite enough of detailing of the landing gear base, called it done, and moved on to work on the inner frame of the canopy. Guiding rail for the sliding part of the canopy is on top center frame for the rear perspex cover, as you can clearly see on this photo. To achieve this, I had to first add this rail underneath the kit part. Annealing brass rod with flame makes it more pliable so that I could shape it to match the arc of the rear canopy.